Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Joey Flex, Mr. Joe Games.
What it do?
What it do? We out here.
So, what you been how was your trip to San Francisco for the people?
Oh, it's dope. If you're gonna go see a show, I'd recommend it. If you're just gonna go mess around, I'd recommend LA or like Oakland. More.
Hmm.
San Francisco is kind of dead.
Okay.
Maybe I just didn't know the spots.
Yeah, it's not
But
everyone's scene.
yeah, if you're from there, I guess have fun. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's a very expensive city. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah, like 25 a plate
25
compared to
what?
like $25 a plate.
Oh, I
Like you,
see.
like usually for some
Yeah.
food compared to
Yeah.
like Texas where it's like 10, 15.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up with you? How's Centex?
Pretty good. I was actually just working on some songs. I think I'm gonna try to put out maybe like 3 or 4 songs here somewhat soon. I've been trying to get back in the swing of it and like work on music again.
Yeah,
Uh,
a little EP.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
hopefully you get a podcast with Fake Smiles here soon. He's blowing up.
yeah, I think we should be able to do that. That'd be dope.
Around two, baby.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be dope for sure. Have you seen anything from the DNC that's been going on this week?
No, I haven't. What's the DNC?
The Democratic Convention.
You know what, man? I was just talking to Chance about politics, and I was like, you know what? I don't even care about politics.
Yeah, I'm a little tired of talking about it myself, but I find that that's like because it's an election year. That's one of the things that's consistently a big news
Popping,
thing.
yeah, because it's
Yeah,
coming. It's like, oh my God, who's gonna be our president? It's like,
right.
who cares? Like
Yeah,
whatever state you're in, if it's red, it's red. Like there's no changing that. If it's
that's what I
blue,
was
it's
telling my
blue.
dad. Yeah, with the electoral college.
Like Texas is gonna be red, like without a doubt. Like
Yeah,
everybody here loves Trump, and
right.
then like fuck am I gonna do? Spread vote blue in your other states. There's still a chance. Like no,
Yeah,
no.
I
Like you're either committed to the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, and even then, it's like just vote for who you want, man. Things change, but like we're all being manipulated and we're all being controlled. Just enjoy your life as
hmm.
much as you can. Try to make the most of it. Try to die with no regrets. Regrets. There's a lot of people that like have a lot of regrets,
Yeah.
and I feel bad for those people, man.
Hmm.
I mean, like you don't care if you die alone, right?
Not really.
Yeah, but like hopefully at least like someone's there. I'm sure there will be a few people,
I mean, you
but
just
like
never know what's gonna happen.
yeah, it's because like at a certain point, like since you're not having kids, right? Like you're probably gonna go to a retirement home, or you think you can take care of yourself when you get older.
Mm,
I mean, you're not overweight. You don't have any like crazy health problems,
yeah.
but you never know. Like you said,
You never know. I don't know. I feel like yeah, because like you said, I don't know. I'm not overweight or anything. I don't know. I feel like my death will be sudden, maybe, but maybe not. Um,
yeah,
but
that'll be a sad day.
yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of like there might be a world war coming up during our lifetime, so people could die as a result of that. Just like if a bomb hits and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time,
Yeah,
sort of
what would you do?
thing,
Like,
or
would you stay in your cave, or would you go down south, or would you link up with your family, or what would you do?
you probably just have to see what was going on. But you just there's so much wildness that's going to go on. I don't think we can plan like in the past, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But
See, like, part of me would want to go to Mexico, but I'd have to have like an army, a little army to go to Mexico, or like connections, or like some sort of route, or like like information, an
yeah,
insider, because like I feel like Mexico would be pretty safe,
hmm,
but you just never know. I would like to stay down south because if they do bomb Texas, it would be like Austin, our capital.
probably yeah.
Maybe Houston. We have a space center over there.
Hmm.
You know, those like are the two most likely areas to get like targeted. And then a
Yeah.
radius on a nuclear blast is like what, 100 miles, 200 miles,
Oh shit, I don't know.
some crazy shit. So we'll probably all get cancer, or we'll all like mutate off that cancer. We'll evolve. I'm sure the humans won't get completely wiped out.
Yeah.
And people
Just
have their little bunkers,
hmm.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that something more likely in between is probable, but you just don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been
Looking forward to it.
I've been toying around with
Ah.
ChatGPT lately, and like,
Oh, really? So you getting
yeah,
your socks off?
I've been kind of like debating it a little bit. I might like do a little like debate with it and record it, and then like post like a
Oh, that would be cool. That'd
video
be
talking
cool.
about it.
You could even like give it its own like image, like a AI image, and it like talks like like almost like a virtual person.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of programs out there and shit.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting.
That'd be
It's an
cool.
interesting
That's a
thing.
really good. That's a really good, interesting, um, like video idea. Like I debate with AI for 10 hours, or I
On
debate with AI on
any
really,
amount of time, but like
yeah,
an interesting
yeah. Well,
topic.
yeah. But I'm just trying to make it clickbaity or whatever. But
Yeah.
like I debate with AI on the end of the world.
Right.
Boom, shoot it, and then like you have them sit down in front of you like virtually, and then you're just there talking to it and shit. And then you like set it up with your brother, and then like just leave the brother in the AI, and then you just like watching him and shit.
Hmm. Yeah, it'll be
You'd be
interesting to
like,
see like AI incorporated in a lot of things coming up too.
yeah. I mean, it's taking over. I mean, like I think right now is a good time to get used to AI, to use AI, because I feel like they're probably either gonna take it away from everybody or make it like a premium service.
Hmm.
And I'm sure like I would pay for the premium
People are
service if
already
they
paying
took.
for a premium version of it.
Yeah, yeah. So like I said, it helps you like on so many things. Like you can make a business plan, and then you could give it to AI and be like, hey, go over my business plan, and then they're gonna tell you straight up, like, look, this is what's wrong. These numbers in a few years will not happen, or like blah blah blah, and then you can go in and adjust the numbers and see like what's manageable and what's not, and then by your first business term, you can decide, all right, it's gonna sink or swim, and then
Hmm.
you can like cut losses like
It's only
ASAP.
so good though because it sticks with what I learned is it sticks with only one train of thought. So if that train of thought is flawed or like a perspective that you don't agree with as a human, then that's like it agrees with like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you gotta be very careful what you ask it. 'Cause if you like, you gotta be very direct.
Yeah. I just don't.
It's cool.
It's not quite where it could be yet, but we'll see.
Like you can give it a question, and then it'll answer that question. But if like let's say like a friend of yours requested it a different way, and if you don't like input that different way, then it's gonna be completely wrong.
It could be different. Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
at least the Chat GPT that I was using, it doesn't seem to like really be aware of itself. You know what I
Oh
mean?
really? You asked it? Are you aware of
No, I
yourself?
didn't ask it that, but just based off the conversation we had and like the way it responds and the way it interacts with you and the way it just doesn't seem like, and it could be, but it doesn't seem like it's really like a self-aware. It seems like it basically seems like a tuned up newer version of Google search almost. Like
I mean
it's
that's basically what it
what it
is.
is,
Just
yeah.
Google.
But it's not like some kind of a self-aware like um.
It's just a lot easier than having to like
But you can,
Google
in a way,
like.
have a conversation with it because you can ask it something based off your last search. So it is a little bit in that direction, but just only one step. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Because I would ask it something and it would answer with like a bunch of shit, and then I would say, okay, based off of this, da 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 da. Then what do you think about this? And it would go. It would like it would make sense. Whereas you can't do that with Google. You have to kind of make a search, find out information, and then make a new Google search and search it for yourself. Whereas this is just kind of like a shortcut, but it's only like one step ahead. It's not like
yeah. I like the shortcut
yeah, but it's
because like
still
you
only
can
giving you
Google
official stuff. So like for
like
instance, I
you
was
can.
debating flat Earth, and like it was just interesting when it got into certain explanations that were just like kind of weird.
Like it didn't agree with you, or it didn't disagree with you? It was just giving you information about it.
Well, like I was asking it about the constellations, and it just said like basically they're so far away that they could or could not be moving. Most likely they are moving, but they're so far away, and it's over. They the fact that they move is over thousands of years that we probably just can't notice it. But that's not an answer that I find acceptable because that doesn't stand to reason. But you can't say that. I mean, I guess I could say that, but I kind of did, and it just kind of like said the same thing again. So it's like that doesn't like if you're thinking about it, really, that doesn't add up to you. Um, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's still yeah, like it's interesting, but it's not where I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Like it's not fine tuned yet.
Nah, not at all. But I mean, that's to be
Yeah,
expected. That's kind of what I thought. But this is
but
just
like
the shit that's available to the public. So
I feel like with every conversation we have with AI, every little information that we give it, the more it learns, the more it
yeah,
grows. You know,
yeah, maybe on some
because like
level.
millions of people are using it every day.
I don't think it's working like that yet, though. I could be wrong,
Um, nah, bro. Everyone like I've talked to a lot of colleagues, and they're like, "Yeah, I use AI for everything,
but
even
I
like
don't think it's
lesson
self learning
plans."
like that yet.
Oh, okay.
I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
I don't know. It's a database, and I
Not
feel
the
like it
version we
record,
have, though. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's weird.
bro. Like Google steals all your information. Any website steals all your information. So like, why wouldn't ChatGPT be able to collect all your information that you're
But
giving it, that you're
yeah,
inputting?
but it's just not obligated to tell the truth. Like if the Earth really is flat, it's not gonna like you're not gonna
But
be
but
able
it's
to
cause
lead it
but
to
it's cause
admit those facts, and then it'd be like, oh, you got me. You're right. Like it's never gonna do that.
but it's cause we don't really know if the Earth is flat or not.
Well, I do. And see, that's the
Oh
thing I
yeah,
got into it with because I asked it. I was like, okay, how many motions is the Earth going through at once? And it listed like 8 of them. But the only two important ones were the rotation around the sun and
the
the
axis.
revolution that we spin on our axis. And I said, so okay, if we boil it down, there's really two major motions that really um, we can like measure to the human eye. And it was like, yeah. And I said, okay. And then I said, well, but isn't the sun also moving? And it said, yeah, the sun is orbiting the center of the Milky Way. And I said, okay, so if the sun is orbiting the center of the Milky Way and we're orbiting the sun, we have to. That's a third. So we're spinning around our axis, and we're also orbiting the sun, and then the sun is moving. So that means we're following another path. And I said, with all that to be true, how is it that the constellations are still they still look the same relative distance to Earth and to each other as they have for thousands of years? And they just had like a bunch of bullshit reasons that I like. It comes down to like a judgment call. Like, what do you choose to believe as a human? Do you believe like it's like reasoning that like are like weak? It didn't give any evidence. It just had like maybe this far, that far type of shit. That's why I'm gonna make a video and show people. But it's just like it didn't have any good like evidence of why that's that way.
Yeah, like it was giving you the runaround.
Yeah, like there's in my mind, there's no way that could be true. If the universe is ever, and then those other stars, because all the constellations are made up of stars. Those stars are moving too. So they for thousands of years they haven't to our vision they have not moved out of alignment with each other, or they have not changed perspective to us for thousands of
Hmm.
years, and we're spinning around the sun, and it's moving, and it's just like that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just has like a bunch of like lame excuses that they haven't even verified. So I don't know. It comes down to like what you want to believe, I guess.
Yeah, because we don't know. Like I've taken science classes, and like I don't know, like it's just so complex and so like fine art. It's just I don't know. I don't know what to believe. But there definitely is like a solution or like an answer to a lot of the things that we experience. Like when it comes to like chemicals, properties, and we have all these formulas. But like, but there's like such a deeper meaning behind it. Like we just don't know.
Hmm.
You know, like I feel like we're not advanced enough. But also, I feel like we are pretty advanced because like we can go on airplanes and we can travel 400 miles per hour, 600 miles per hour. You know,
Yeah.
I think you know like GTA how they have like hover bikes.
Yeah.
I think we're not too far from a reality where we're flying in the sky, like everyone. You know, like with hover
I don't know
bikes.
about that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they want everyone to have that kind of power to do
Well,
that.
I'm sure it already exists the technology, but they just don't want to make it public
Yeah.
or like
We're gonna find out sooner or later the Earth is flat. There's too much technology coming around. There's already people that are that's another thing it said that the curvature of the Earth over 10 miles, if you're looking at something 10 miles away, it should be under 66 feet of curvature. But there's people who have taken pictures across like some of the Great Lakes and they can see the Chicago skyline and it's like miles and miles away and it should be way under, like the curve of the Earth should hide that city. But their excuse is that like mirages and like basically optical illusions of different sorts are what explain for them being able to see that.
okay, okay.
So it's like, what do you believe, that they really did see the skyline that far away because the Earth's flat, or that it's an optical illusion, and that if it's like 50 miles away and they can still see it through like a telescope or like a really good camera, they're like, oh no, that's some kind of optical illusion or curvature, curvature fraction. Like, what, they have all these definitions to say like the light bends and you're seeing around the curve, basically. It's like either you believe you're seeing around the curve and you're seeing like an optical illusion of the city and like a reflection of it or some shit like that, or the Earth's flat and they saw it. It starts to get like kind of cheesy with all the things they like say about it.
Yeah.
And like the North Star has never moved ever. Like it's the same spot it's been for years and years and years and years. How could that be true if the sun is orbiting the Milky Way and we still always see the North Star in the same exact spot?
Like that star should be moving as well if
Yeah, it shouldn't
it's
be. It shouldn't be in the same spot all throughout thousands of years.
well, if a star is like the sun, then it shouldn't move.
Well, it should be moving too. Our sun's moving. Our sun's
No,
orbiting the Milky Way.
we orbit around the sun. The
I
sun.
know, and then our sun's orbiting the Milky Way too.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
bud.
what they say.
Yeah, that's what the Chatgpt said too, bud.
Oh, okay. I thought we
Yeah.
just stayed in one place and we
No, that's
just
what I was saying earlier too. We're spinning around our axis, and then we're spinning around the sun, and then the sun is orbiting the center of the Milky Way galaxy. And then the North Star, which is somewhere else, should be technically it should be orbiting around the center of its galaxy, whichever galaxy it's in.
and like all this information comes from NASA or
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah, okay. And
it's bullshit.
NASA's run by our government, right?
Yeah, you should look into them.
Mm. It's interesting. It's interesting.
You can clearly see who's with the liars pretty quickly, bro.
I'm just not into science, bro.
Yeah, it's not even science; it's just like the truth.
Just yeah. I talked to somebody at San Francisco in Uber, and he was like, "Really, I think aliens are gonna come and rescue us." And I don't know what. And I was
Yeah,
like,
you're a
"What
dumb fuck.
the fuck?"
That's what they want you to think. Aliens are demons against God. See, it starts to become. I never was like this, but it starts to become like God and not God. And it's like you either believe in the aliens and the globe and all that cocksucker shit, or you believe in God and the flat Earth and like the truth, basically, which is what drew
like,
me in.
like we live
And
in a box, right?
a dome, yeah.
Yeah, and we can't really get out of space. That he was saying
No.
that too. He was like, if we're able to get to the moon like 100 years ago, why can't we like
Well, can't we do it
do it
now?
now? Yeah,
Bullshit. It never happened. Never can happen.
yeah,
So
no,
I don't
yeah.
know. It's it goes along with everything. People start to have to ask like the people that are running the world and like leading us, like have they been known to be truthful, and like do they have our best interests at heart and stuff like that? Because when you start to think, it's pretty obvious.
How do you feel about like Earth? like Mother Nature? Like, you think she's also in command? Like, she decides when we die and when we don't, like plagues, like COVID, or
I don't
COVID
know
was
about
like
that.
man-made, right, or whatever, or
Yeah.
like how there used to be dozens of animals and now they're like getting wiped out,
Mm. Yeah, I
or
don't
like the
know.
dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's we're only alive for such a short time. Some things it's hard to figure out what's going on with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it's like God made the world, right?
Yeah.
And he put dinosaurs in the earth, and then he was like, you know what? Let me send asteroids. Sends asteroids because he wanted to make animals more in the image of him, and then he sends his only son, Jesus, to the earth, and then the evil of the world kills their son, like his son.
Yeah.
You don't think he'd send like another flood or like another asteroid after that?
No, because the whole thing about Jesus was like to show people a different way, right?
Like he saved us.
Yeah, and it was to show that like it's not all about like yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting theory, but it's just that he was supposed to show people a different way and a better way, basically.
Yeah,
Um
but nah, I definitely do think like demons are ruling the world,
because
and
you know
like
the story behind Jesus basically like in the long and short is like he was Jewish himself, but he came and like the Jewish people were so like they had hardened their hearts to God, and he was trying to tell them like y'all have become something you're not supposed to be, and like y'all need to be more loving. And and I mean he said some other stuff. He said basically he was God in the flesh. And they didn't like that, but like he was telling them a lot of their stuff they had gone the wrong way, and they didn't like that, you know. So it's kind
yeah,
of
bro.
interesting.
I feel bad for the Jews. The Jews are always feeling experiencing like hardship.
Yeah, but a lot of times they do it to themselves.
Like when they move to Israel,
Yeah, like right now.
yeah, like they put themselves in that situation.
Yeah, and I'm not
But
super
that
brushed
was
up on the Bible, but I've heard like even back in the days in the Bible, they would like disobey God and they would do, you know, the stuff with like the gold calf and stuff like that. They did stuff against God. You know what I mean?
but the Jews are um Jerusalites, like Israelites, you know?
Yeah,
So like they're just trying to get back to their home country, which is Israel.
yeah, but there's a
And
wrong
then
and right way to do things. You know, if you believe you're God's chosen people and like you believe in the Bible and you believe that land's promised to you by God, then you should have to do nothing for it to really come to you. But they're like trying to do it in all the wrong ways and like fight wars and seem like they're the victims, and it's just like a lot of gross weird stuff. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, we just don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, man. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
like we have no idea what's going on.
yeah, it's yeah,
Like we're manipulated, we're controlled, we're like I said, I really do feel like we could have hover bikes like in GTA San Andreas, like easily.
yeah,
Like it'd probably cost you like 100,000, but if you can travel great distances like fast AF, then I mean,
hmm,
then it comes into like how do you land? Well, maybe there's a hover function where it just hovers and you stop, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Let me ask you this: do you believe the whole thing of the Earth with like the atmosphere and that's what separates us from space? Does that really make sense in your mind, like at all?
Like it's so dense that we can't penetrate it.
Well, in space, it's a vacuum. There's no oxygen. There's no. It's like a vacuum, you know. But
But how do we get our satellites up there?
could not tell you, dude. But I'm just yeah, it's interesting to think about it all. Like the atmosphere has oxygen in the air, and like
But the second you leave the atmosphere, there's no oxygen.
no,
Yeah.
it's weird, bro.
Like yeah. I don't really know. It's like space is so vast and so like unexplored. You
Yeah,
know. I just don't know what to tell you.
it's bullshit. That's why.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
mean,
do you still go to
y-
church?
of course.
Oh, you should read your Bible then. It says the Earth's flat in there.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check that out.
yeah, it's sick, dude.
Um, you think that's why Elon wants to go to space so bad? Because he wants to like figure out the truth, or you think he's just a puppet?
He's a puppet.
Okay, okay.
I don't think he's really that smart. Do you?
He's just man with money. I
He's just
mean,
a
we're
front
all the
man.
same. I think you're right. He's not that smart because we're all the same level of smartness. Like we're all the same person. I feel like we're all the same person in the mind and the heart.
Hmm.
Unless you have like a deformity or like you don't want to put in the effort. But anybody can go to school and get educated and learn. Like you have the same capabilities as Elon Musk had. You know.
Yeah, I mean there are people that have advantages and stuff like that, but I just don't think he's one of them. And um,
Like Albert Einstein, he was a genius, right? But what separates him from other people? Like anybody could have reached that level of intellect as well, as long as you put in the effort and the work. You
maybe
know,
not though. I don't think everyone's capable of the same things. Do you?
I think everyone's capable, bro, except people that are like deformed or have,
Then everyone's not.
yeah.
I mean, everyone's not the same height. Everyone's not the same like
But like,
attractiveness.
like,
Everyone's not the same intelligence. Everyone doesn't show the same ability to like spiritually improve either.
like that. You just need to have that drive. If you have that drive, you can accomplish anything in the world. But not everybody wants to achieve that drive
Yeah, it's
or
more
like go
than
to
that though.
school. You think so? Like genetics plays a big factor.
Yeah, something else plays into it.
Like if your brain doesn't have the capacity to learn all this, then you won't be able to.
Yeah, I mean, just there's so many dumb people. There's so many, and then there's throughout history
But they're
some really smart people.
yeah,
Think
but they're
about
dumb because
Napoleon
it.
back in the day. He was like a genius army guy. Well, I'm sure everybody wanted to be a fucking genius like him and do have the
But yeah,
brilliant military maneuvers, but nigga, he was the one. It's like,
but he had to work. He had to work harder than everybody because
but he
everybody
probably had
made
an
fun of him.
advantage. He was smarter because he was like a midget too.
Yeah, but
So
like
it wasn't about
he was
physical; it
smart
was about intelligence.
because he knew he had to level up his IQ because he would never
But
be
you don't
able
think
to
there were
like
several
muster.
other generals out of the thousands of people around back then? There were other generals that were really smart, but they weren't on his level, and they had worked their whole lives too. It's not always like just about that.
Yeah, but at a young age, like being made fun of and picked on,
But do you think
you know,
everyone in school when you were back in the day was just as smart as you? I mean, we know this is an easy idea. Not everyone is the same.
yeah.
Is that
I
what
mean,
they
I just
teach in
feel like
college nowadays?
no, I just feel like everyone has the ability and the intellect to become that smart or to put in the effort to
That's
get
not. I don't
educated.
agree.
You
Everyone
know.
has the ability to put in the effort, yeah, but everyone's not born with the same tools. It's
But
so
we all have
obvious.
access to the internet and we all have access to resources and we all have
Yeah, but
access to
can't you tell that some people are like spiritually blocked off from things? Like they don't ever grow, they don't learn
like
lessons.
they just have no hope.
It can show itself in different ways. It doesn't always have to mean they're like depressed or they're necessarily even a loser. They could be like a good person that has a good job and they're like a productive member of society. But like from day one to or like from when they're 20 years old all the way to when they're 60 or 70 or 80 when they die, they what if they have a prejudice towards a certain race or like women or they're just a little hateful to like a certain type of people and they never change that. It's like that's like a weird example, but there's all sorts of things. Like you said, the internet's out there. How come everyone doesn't know that there's no reason to vote and politicians are crooked? Or how come everyone doesn't know about Jeffrey Epstein? Most people do, but not every single. It's like how come everyone doesn't know about certain things, even though the internet's there? How come uh, dating is terrible and the red pill was there, and even though some of the red pill's not good, everyone has the ability to watch it, and we could all say, okay, we see how dating is terrible. Now we can all do little things to fix it, but nobody does that. Uh, so there's like this information's there, but people don't want to view it and change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like blocked off to it.
Like I don't know. They just can we blame them though? Like
Yeah, because people don't want to have their mind changed and ever admit they're wrong. I
but that's the life they choose to live.
That's terrible though.
Yeah.
And then
But there's like
every
there's
go ahead.
there's nothing we can do about it. You know.
And that's what I was
Like,
just about to say. That's when you get into a debate serious about this. That's where the debate almost like a lot of times, I would say like a good 60 to 70% like settles on like people like, well, there's nothing you can do, and like, well, or they'll say, well, if that's what the next man wants to do and believe that stupid thing or do that stupid thing, we could just gotta let him. And I get that to a point, but we at least have to like have the discussions, I believe, because if we just let the majority of people do or believe the wrong thing, then we're just like getting worse and worse and worse as like a society. And that's what you see right
like the
now. Everything's
yeah,
just sliding
like the best thing we can do is just encourage people to do better.
and tell them when they're wrong.
Like homeless people, they make more money off like getting donations off the street than working.
Maybe, yeah, yeah. There's like a lot more handouts and shit. Like, dating is terrible. Why is that? Because we've just we lied. They lied to men and women about what was going on, and then we just kept lying for a while, even when we knew it was bad. And now it's like we can't lie anymore. You know, like for there needs to be a good balance and everything. But for a long time, men were told to be too nice, and we were too nice, and women became too masculine. And that's true, and nobody wants to hear that. But it's like the sooner we hear it and correct it back a little bit, we don't need to go crazy, but just correct it back a little bit, things will be a lot more healthy. And that's just, there's other things like that too that are about more serious topics, but that's,
Yeah, like women don't ever want to cook or clean anymore.
yeah.
But also, it shouldn't be all left to the women. Like it should be shared between the man and
I
the
mean, not
wife.
necessarily, but the thing is, you have these women that are thinking that they say, I'm a feminist, I'm pushing for feminism. And then they start asking them, like, well, you kind of want the man to pay for the first date and you want him to be like the provider a little bit and all these things. So it's like, you really don't want feminism. Like, you want more traditional stuff, but that's okay. But it's just like a weird thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's weird. Everything's backwards
It's
how
just
it should be.
everybody just wants to date and fuck and not commit. Because once you commit, they either have like terrible past relationships or they have terrible like references like their husband, like their mom and dad. You'd probably divorce, you know. And then
Yeah.
like men don't want to get married because they saw how bad their dad got screwed over with child support and all the hassle of having to deal with your ex-wife. And then your new wife hates you because you had to talk to your ex-wife. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like women are never happy and men are never satisfied because men always want more and more. Like, oh, I got her, I can get her next, or fuck, I have her on the side, maybe I have this other one on the side. And then women just have so many options. They have like 50 dudes hitting up their DMs like
I
every
don't
day.
think men really always want the next chick. I think that's maybe when you're like young and you're kind of figuring it out, but I don't. I think after a while,
But
that's not.
once they get older, and that's why they look for like
Mm,
a younger girl because they're like have less baggage and they have less um, like bad examples set in their life.
a lot of times, men don't leave relationships though. Like I don't think if a couple's been together for like 20 years, I don't think the man's just gonna leave the woman because she's old now.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that, but like, what if she stops like reciprocating, like the love that they need and the services?
Yeah, I think if they
Because
stay together after 10 years, that gets more and more rare that happens. But I see what you're saying. But like, there's not many marriages that even go that long anymore at all. So it'd be an interesting yeah. It'd be interesting to
yeah,
see if there were a lot of like long term marriages with younger people, if the guys were like stepping out, or if they would just stay committed.
yeah. Let's see this AI video because I know you got to go soon.
What, the one I was talking about?
The one I sent in the Discord chat.
Okay.
All right, so GTA San Andreas, I have a GTA Let's Play. Make sure to go check it out, Mr. Joe Games, Joey Flex. I know Logan watches it a lot. How do you feel about my Let's Play?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's good. I think you're gonna enjoy when you play like either GTA 5 or 6. I think you're gonna enjoy. But yeah, no, it's a really good one. I got into it and like I don't know, it's fun to watch like a kind of an old nostalgic game and just kind of see your friend play it, like see the jokes, the good times, like the when he fucks up in the car races or like on the way to mission, just all the nostalgic video game play. It's fun to kick back and watch when you're just chilling. So I definitely enjoy it. Y'all check it out. Mr. Joe Games on YouTube.
Yeah, my friend was like, why don't you shouldn't target an area that's so saturated. And I'm like, bro, that's just what I like to do. I like to play games, and
Yeah.
I never played GTA San Andreas from like beginning to end because I was younger when the game came out, and like my mom wouldn't let me play games like this, so I'd have to go over to my cousins to play, and like I'd only able to do like a certain like we hardly ever did missions. At most we would just mess around.
Yeah. So you never got to go through
So
it.
yeah, I never got to go through it, so a lot of it's just like new experiences and like wow,
I would love
like
to see you play through. I don't know if you can get it hooked up, but I would love to see you play GTA 5, at least some of it before, like in the meantime, before 6 comes out, because it's a really cool game. It has like 3 different main characters, so it keeps the plot like pretty interesting.
yeah. If anything, I'll probably do GTA 6 next when it comes out because that's just like what everyone's gonna be playing and that's gonna be the hype,
But it's still
you
got like
know.
a good 6 months or a year, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't know if I'll be able to finish GTA 5. Like it's taking me a year to almost finish GTA San Andreas.
I don't think it's been a year, has it?
It has.
Damn.
It
I don't think
has.
your channel
Yeah.
was even that old.
Yeah. It's a year old, not too long ago.
You
Like I
started your
started
channel
making.
before the podcast channel?
Yeah, July 28th, July 22nd.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, I started. It was in your house. Remember
You were playing
when I was
GTA over
doing?
here?
I was playing Binding of Isaac.
Oh, that's right.
And, and I haven't done Binding of Isaac in a while, and I've been
See, so
meaning
you haven't been
to,
doing
but
GTA for a year.
I think it's coming up. It's for sure coming up. But yeah, it's
I'm gonna have to call BS
like
on that one. I think that's the channel might be a year old, but I don't think the
I know.
uh,
I'm pretty sure it's
because
like a
you'd be
year
done with
old,
the game
bro.
by now.
Nah, bro. I've been doing like
Other stuff
cause
too.
now, yeah, cause now I'm like starting to get the hang of it. Like how many missions, how much I want to put into an episode. Like I know more or less like what's good. I think 50 minutes is pretty good for a let's play episode.
Yeah, in the beginning you do like one mission and then just check out.
Yeah, I would do like two or three, just one, two, because like I'm just getting better at editing and stuff,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know. But yeah, this is AI. AI made this turn GTA San Andreas images turned into an AI fever dream. So basically, this guy gave AI all these images, and AI did what it wanted with it. And I've actually used some of these images for my thumbnails, which is kind of funny. But I'm gonna show like little bits and pause here and there, and we can talk about it. So it's gonna play some music, and it's gonna be like GTA Let's Play. You know?
Okay.
Did you see the? You saw the whole last episode?
Yeah, I watched pretty much all of it.
You saw the moments that I tagged you in the comments?
Yeah, and like right after I commented that, I even found one like
I was
before the
like,
other
Catalina.
times. Oh,
I
I
was like,
yeah,
you better
you
not
talked
be.
about Catalina
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 times. That's funny, dude.
I'm just so used to her like calling and like
I
bitching.
wonder if like you're so late in the game now that it knows you're about to finish. It's not really giving you any more girlfriend missions because I noticed you went to that other. I don't know which girlfriend it was, but you went to her house like 2 different times and she wasn't there like both times. You're like, I'm done with this chick.
Yeah, do I even have to do that? Do you know?
I don't think you do, if I had to
Cause I
guess. But it almost seems like you're
cause
so late in the game that those missions are like not available anymore.
yeah, cause I was talking to this live streamer and he's like, yeah, bro, like some of those GTA missions you don't even have to do
Yeah, a lot
like
of
to
them you
finish the
don't.
game.
I don't think you have to do those.
And I feel like I'm doing like like I don't feel like cause she was my in into the casino, that chick,
Hmm.
but like I never got it going on with her. Like it just takes forever to like raise up her level or whatever. I'm pissed.
Yeah, in GTA 5, it's a little bit more clear like which missions are essential to the storyline. It'll be like a capital letter of whatever name your character is, and then there'll be like a shitload of other missions. But and like sometimes you'll have to do like other little ones to unlock the main one. But then when the main one's ready, it'll be like super clear. But anyway,
And I'm so mad because I feel like I've already invested a lot into this girl. So
yeah,
like am I almost there? Like I want to see this like hidden plot line because once I finish the game, I'm never doing the
playing it
missions
again.
ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like once I have fun with modded or whatever, like that'll be it.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll like throw back like let's go play some GTA San Andreas, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
think I think I'm done. Like I'm good on the game.
All the
Like I've
games are
had
so
my
all the GTA games are so similar. There's no reason to go back to that specific one.
Yeah, like I've had my fill. Like
Yeah,
there were some really cool missions that I've never experienced, and I was like, whoa, I never knew this was in the game. Like I
hmm.
had like a time crisis
I saw
scene.
that.
It
Yeah.
it felt like time crisis where it was like, whoa,
Hmm.
yeah. You know that game?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get on with this video. Let's see what's up with this AI stuff.
Okay.
You can dead ass make an anime.
Hmm.
So this image right here I've used as a thumbnail,
Yeah.
and they made it move and stuff. That's pretty cool. And then the infamous train mission, and then Woozy, shout out Woozy.
Is Lester a character in this game?
Who's Lester?
Like a creepy old white guy that usually sets up the heist, and he like when he first calls you, he makes it like suspicious as fuck and like doesn't tell you who he is.
Oh, the truth.
Nah, that's that conspiracy guy, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I guess he's not in this game.
Nah, I don't think Lester's in this game, but
I feel like I heard him call you once, but maybe I'm tripping.
yeah, maybe.
Try to be a good person. Shouldn't wear a veil around your neck. Wanna get slept, fool? You ridiculous.
I've used this chick as a thumbnail,
Hmm. What the heck?
but this looks pretty real, right? Or it's fake,
Kinda.
but oh, the flowers. Shout out LOG.
You ridiculous.
That's it, man.
Hmm.
But I thought it was cool. I thought it was like cool how it like got all those images and started messing with them,
Yeah, that's interesting.
and yeah. And then do you have another video?
I mean, I had that one, but I don't know. I need to edit it or like redo it. But it's like that debate I have with the AI about flat Earth.
Like there's this AI video that's going around where an octopus kills a shark, and everyone's like, "Bro, this is fake as fuck." Cause no, like octopuses don't really kill shark.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's just like now it's getting to the point where we're like, what can we believe that's on the internet? Now it's like you shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet,
yeah,
cause it's getting crazy, man. Like I don't know what's real anymore.
yeah. It is crazy.
And then like how you said, like how they're gonna like project aliens or whatever over the world and scare people.
You
Like
don't know any better.
that
You're just gonna believe it.
yeah, that could be a possibility. And then like the more advanced we get, the more I feel like we're turning into like a simulation or like the world just doesn't seem real sometimes. Like I look at the clouds, I'm like, man,
Hmm.
these clouds don't really look real,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
But I could be tripping. I know they're real. I know they're made of like water and
Yeah.
it's just condensed vapor.
You just don't know anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Hmm.
It's interesting.